terms and conditions, cease and desist, aid and abet. Have you ever wondered why all of these legal sounding phrases seem to be saying the same thing twice? I mean, is there a difference between a term and a condition? Is it possible to desist without ceasing? If something can be null and void, does that mean something else could be null but not void, or void but not null? What is the deal with all of these? Well, these are examples of legal doublets: law and order, breaking and entering, fit and proper, assault and battery, due care and attention. These are just a few more examples. In all of these cases, we have words that are basically repeating themselves. Why? To answer this question, we have to go back to the Norman conquest of England in 1066. Old Norman French would go on to become the language of the elites, and in particular, it would become the language of the courts. Over time, English would go on to absorb a lot of this French-influenced vocabulary, but until that happened, a lot of the language of the courts was not accessible to the ordinary person. So the legal powers of the time decided to make things really easy by putting together a native English word, as it were, with one of these French-derived words. So we ended up getting phrases like breaking and entering, breaking coming from Old English and entering coming from French. Not all legal doublets are formed of one French and one English word, however. That's because the original legal doublets became so fashionable that it just became a thing to put pairs of words together. So, rather ridiculously, we've ended up with things like terms and conditions, both of which in fact come from French. Similarly, we have null and void. Both of these also come from French. So what is the deal with our legal doublets? Well, some of them come from a time when we were trying to make the law more accessible and more understandable to more people, but not all of them. Some of them are just basically a fashion statement. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the information that was furnished and supplied in this video.